The Germans love cheesecake, especially their own kind. But American cheesecake has many fans here as well. So what exactly is the difference? And which cheesecake tastes better? We'll put this to the test later. But first, let's find out how a typical German cheesecake is baked. This pastry shop near Berlin offers every possible variety, but the basic recipe is always the same.
Hallo, ich bin Thomas Neundorf vom Beruf Bäckermeister und ich zeige euch jetzt, wie man den besten deutschen Käsekuchen herstellt.
Let's start with the base. The German cheesecake has a classic short crust pastry base made from white flour, butter and sugar. It's pre-baked for 10 minutes beforehand. Then you make the filling using milk, eggs and cream, which are beaten until fluffy. Then sugar and starch are added. And finally, the most important ingredient, quark. Unfortunately, it's almost impossible to find outside Germany. This pastry shop uses about 750 kilos a week. But what exactly is quark?
Ursprungsprodukt ist Milch und durch Milchsäuregärung entsteht Quark, quasi wie ein frischer Käse. Und den verarbeiten wir in unserer Käsetorte. Und im direkten Vergleich zu einem American Cheesecake, wo ja Frischkäse, also Cream Cheese, verarbeitet wird, hat Quark ja nur, wie ich schon gesagt habe, nur 3 bis 10% Fett und Cream Cheese hat einen Fettanteil von 35 bis 40%.
Then the filling is poured directly onto the pre-baked base. After 90 minutes in the oven, it's almost ready. Before you can cut the cake, it needs to cool for 3 to 4 hours.
Man muss beim Käsekuchen einfach Geduld haben. Also schnell geht er nicht. Käsekuchen backen, da muss man sehr geduldig sein.
This is what a perfect German cheesecake looks like. Beautifully yellow and lightly browned. A cake like this can weigh up to 4 kilograms. The first recipe was written in Nuremberg in 1598. To this day, there's still debate over whether raisins belong in cheesecake and whether it tastes better without a base. It's a classic in German cafes, but its American counterpart is also becoming increasingly common here. American cheesecake is considered a descendant of the German one. The creation of the New York version is attributed to a German immigrant who's said to have invented it in the 1920s, but without quark. In this Berlin cafe, they follow an original American recipe.
Hi, I'm Julia, and I'm gonna show you how we make our version of the New York style cheesecake, which is the best one in Berlin. And some spices.
The first departure from the German version is the base. It's not short crust pastry, but a mixture of sugar, a secret spice blend, melted butter, and usually crumbled US graham crackers. However, this bakery uses Zwieback.
Zwieback is basically like a double bake bread. It's made so dry so that it lasts longer. And for us, that was like the closest version to graham crackers, that it's not so easy to get here in Europe and Germany.
The cookie crust is pressed down firmly and pre-baked briefly, just like the German short crust pastry. And now for the most important part, the filling. American cheesecake is made with cream cheese, not quark. Julia adds it to the beaten eggs.
So this cream cheese that we're using is really high in fat, and it's gonna make for a really thick butter.
Mixed with sugar and vanilla, the filling is spread onto the pre-baked base, just like with German cheesecake. Then it goes back into the oven for a second time. After baking, a topping made from sour cream, salt and sugar is added. Fruit toppings are also very popular.
It really helps with the contrast because the filling it's relatively sweet, and the sour cream gives it a nice contrast. It's really tangy and salty.
After a brief third round in the oven and a night in the refrigerator, the American cheesecake is ready.
Deutscher Käsekuchen is really traditional, but I would say the New York cheesecake is more versatile. Just because it's also easier, you can do like an unbaked version of it, you can put a fruit on it, and in general, the Deutsche Käsekuchen is not really known outside of Germany, I would say.
2 countries, 2 cheesecakes, but which tastes better?
Me gustó más el cheesecake de acá de Alemania, porque es más dulce, y el yankee o el estadounidense me pareció más agrio, más como ácido.
I didn't know there was a difference between German and American cheesecake. Honestly, I have to say the American one. I think it's just it's a little less dry. prefer that one. I did too. Yeah.
Yes. I prefer the American cheesecake.
This one's a lot more like sour. That one's really good. I like that one more for the taste. But that more for the texture, I think.
Me too, actually.
Yeah.
We like the German one.
我都喜欢，因为我觉得一种味道是不够的。
Oh, he likes both because he says life is so full of different flavors, you should like both.
Germany is my all-time favorite in terms of cheesecake. Sorry US, you can make better the hot dogs and the hamburgers, but Germany wins in the cheesecake contest.
In our test, the German cheesecake narrowly beat the American one. What do you think? Do you prefer your cheesecake with quark or cream cheese?